Good morning, class. Today we are working on interjections and dialogue on page 117, Reader's Notebook, Lesson 10, and on page 118 we're talking about verb tenses. You've been introduced to interjections in 3rd and 4th grade, and we're going to review them again today. Interjections are words that show, or phrases, I should say, words or phrases that show strong feelings. Okay? They show things like urgency, disbelief, annoyance, pain, shock, surprise. They usually appear at the beginning of sentences and include such words as hey, ouch, wow, no way. They are followed by an exclamation point or a comma usually. Okay, interjections, an example sentence that they give you there is great, exclamation point. My book on cougars is in at the library. This shows excitement or happiness. Okay, split quotations, those are direct quotes that are divided into two parts. So you begin and end both parts of the quotation with quotation marks, and so they're offset. So sometimes they'll say said Mrs. Smith in the beginning or in the middle. An example of the split quotation is the cougar moves soundlessly and speedily, comma, said Mrs. Smith, giving it great hunting advantage. So that's just where they offset the sentence and put in the speaker in the middle. Sometimes the speaker comes at the beginning or at the end, but you can split quotations and put the speaker in the middle. It's just one way of varying your writing so that when you are adding interjections and dialogues into your writing, you're not constantly saying a sentence and then said Mark, and then the next sentence said Amy. So it's just a way to help vary your writing, and it's called split quotations when you put it in the middle of a quotation, who the speaker is. So on page 117, we're adding the missing punctuation into each sentence, and then we can identify the interjection and the emotion that it expresses. So I went ahead and blew up, or edited and cut down, I should say, numbers 1 and 2, so we could kind of work on those together. Number 1 says, ouch, your cat just scratched me, cried Julia, and I was only petting her. So we can see that we have direct quotation there that's a split quotation because cried Julia is in the middle. Okay, so this is a split quotation, and we need to go back and we need to add in our quotation marks around what she actually said. Ouch, your cat just scratched me. So I have to add my quotation marks. Then it's cried Julia, and I was only petting her. So her finishing piece of her speaking is, and I was only petting her. And so you have to add your direct quotations right around that, and I was only petting her. We have to then identify the interjection, and our interjection here is ouch. And what emotion is ouch expressing? Well, pain, right? Ouch indicates pain. So you can go ahead and write the word pain. Or discomfort maybe. Okay, hurt would be another way to say it. But ouch expresses pain or discomfort, and you can write it on the line. So go ahead and underline your interjection and then tell me what that interjection is expressing. What is the feeling? Number 2 reads, what? I can't even see a mark, replied Belle, even with my magnifying glass. Well, this is another one that is an example of split quotation, right? Because we have the replied Belle in the center, okay? So split quotations again. So we need to go ahead and put our quotations around what's being said by Belle, okay? What? I can't even see a mark. So we have to get quotations around the what? I can't even see a mark. And then we have replied Belle, even with my magnifying glass. And so then we have to add quotation marks around the end of her sentence, which is even with my magnifying glass. Now we have to find our interjection again. Okay, remember what word in here is showing emotion? Well, it's what. What? I can't even see a mark. Well, what is expressing her confusion, right? Or her questioning. So you could write confusion or questioning. And that's how you go ahead and identify the interjection, add the quotations, and then say what that interjection is expressing, the feeling it's expressing. Go ahead and pause your video here. You can complete numbers 3, 4, and 5 on your own. When you're ready to move on, you can click play again, and we'll move to page 118. page 118 today is verb tenses. Verb tenses can convey time. That means like things that happened in the that are going to happen in the future, things that have happened in the past, or things that are happening now, things in the present. Verb tenses can convey the sequence of events, and that's the order in which things happened. It can convey condition, okay, or one action or state of being that's dependent upon that condition being met. An example of that one, because that one sounds a little confusing, is if the trackers catch a cougar, they will tag it. And so there's an action verb there and a helping verb. So that's condition. If they do something, something will happen. Or state. It conveys a subject's state of being. The cougar felt frightened without its mother. And so felt, okay, conveys the state of being. On page 118, it says, on the line following each sentence, tell if the verb or verbs express time, sequence, condition, or state. And the verbs are already bolded for you. So like, for example, number 1 says, the cubs greedily drank the milk. And so your verb there is drank. And when you look at the word drank, it's telling you the state of being, right? How that cougar drank the milk. It drank it, right? How they drank the milk. They greedily drank the milk. So that's state. And so you on that line can write the word state, S-T-A-T-E. When we look at number 2, it says, after the play, they will eat again. Okay? After is a good indicator to you that it's going to be sequence, because something's happening first, okay, and something's happening after. So after the play, so they're going to go to the play. After the play, they will eat again. And this is one that tells you sequence. What's happening first, they're going to the play. What's happening after, they're going to eat again. So this is sequence. It conveys order of events. So you're on number 2, you're going to write the word sequence, S-E-Q-U-E-N-C-E. We're going to go ahead and look at number 3. If they go to the watering hole, they may fall in. Well, this is one that is condition. If this happens, then something else will happen or may happen in this case. So this is condition. If they go, they may fall in. So this is one that conveys condition. C-O-N-D-I-T-I-O-N, condition. When we look at number 4, it says, the mother cougar watches their moves carefully. And watches their moves carefully. Watches tells us that it's happening right now. Okay, it's not watched, it's not will watch, it's watches. And so this is telling us time. It's conveying time. I'm going to have you figure out number 5 on your own. And you can go ahead and put an X through the bottom. We're not going to do the paragraph writing piece. So you have 1 to complete on your own on that page. When you have finished, please take a picture of your work, upload and attach it to your assignment, and then turn it in on Teams. Thank you.